Hey Grizzlies, welcome to my new art channel, Art with Hart, where I will be sharing mini art lessons with all my former students and anyone else who wants to join in the fun. A little bit about myself and why I'm starting this channel. My name is Jessica Hart and I am a very lucky art teacher at Gilbert Elementary in Del Valle, Texas. As I recently shared with my students, I'm moving to Phoenix, Arizona, and this is both very exciting because I love new adventures, but I'm also very sad to be leaving the 600 plus best friends that I've made in the 4 years I've taught at Gilbert. I'm not quite ready to say goodbye yet, so I figured I'd start this channel so that I can stay connected with all of my former friends at Gilbert. My plan is to upload videos weekly, mini art lessons with materials that you can mostly find at home, but my hope is to share creativity across the internet for everybody who wants to join in. So grab a paper and some pencils and get your art hand ready because we are about to make some art. Okay, so for this little mini art project, you're just gonna need a pencil, some paper, and markers are optional. You don't have to have markers. So since I'm leaving Texas, and Texas is a pretty cool shape, today I'm gonna show you how to draw the state of Texas. You wanna start with a vertical line. I'm gonna make it kind of dark so you guys can see it. But remember, you wanna make it light enough so you can erase it if you mess up. And you're gonna add a little horizontal line at the top of the vertical line. Now the horizontal line needs to be not as long as the vertical line, maybe about half the length. You're going to take another horizontal line and put it at the bottom of the vertical line. It should be about the same size as the vertical line and make kind of a Z. You're going to add a little vertical line on the other side of the top horizontal line, and it should go down about halfway of the original vertical line. Then you're going to draw a light curved line. Now I'm making this light because I'm going to draw over it next time. So you can see, as an example, I can press pretty dark and I can press pretty light as well. You're going to add another little vertical line, probably going down about almost as far as that longer vertical line, and another curved line coming off of that. That curved line is going to stop about halfway to the first curved line. Then you're going to make kind of a candy cane line moving down. Now we're going to jump up to that little corner of the Z, which is actually El Paso, Texas. And we're going to draw a little wavy line that ends kind of where that vertical line would come down if we kept drawing it. Then you're going to draw a little hump and a curve that connects to the bottom point of Texas. So that lighter line that I drew earlier is going to be my guiding line to kind of draw those little bumps and zigzags to make a more realistic state of Texas. Now the vertical and horizontal lines are pretty straight, but any of those curved lines, actually, if you look at the state of Texas, have these little like wavy and bumps. So you can just kind of add some waviness and some zigzags to those curved lines. Great. We have the state of Texas. Now, I've been reflecting a lot about what is important about Texas to me, and one of the things I'm really going to miss are the bluebonnets, which are about to come up for the spring. Now, the bluebonnets are the state flower of Texas, and they're just so pretty as you're driving along the road and you see all that blue growing out of the ground. Now for the bluebonnets, I'm going to add little leaves. Maybe I'll add another quick little bluebonnet on the side here. One of the other things that I really love about Texas as my family. Now, some of my family don't live in Texas, but most of them still do. And so instead of drawing their faces, I'm going to draw a little heart for each member. So I have my mom and my dad who live in Dripping Springs, and then my big sister who lives in Dallas with her husband, who is my brother-in-law. And then they have 2 kids, my nephew and my niece. Now, another thing I really love about Texas is live music that you can find in Austin. There are so many really creative musicians and artists that make some really cool stuff. So I want to go ahead and add these little music notes because I know I'm going to listen to Texas music no matter what state I'm living in. Now, this really wouldn't be a very good reflection on what I love about Texas if I didn't have tacos, specifically breakfast tacos. Now, I remember when I lived in Georgia while I was in college, they did not have breakfast tacos, and that was really hard. One thing I really love about Texas is the amazing tacos and breakfast tacos that you can get. I would eat them every day if I could, but I'm definitely going to try and find some good breakfast tacos in Arizona. Now, there's a lot more that I love about this state, so much that I can't fit it inside my state drawing, so I'm going to go ahead and add some more in the background. Now, the best part about Texas is the school that I teach at, Gilbert Grizzlies. I'm going to add a little grizzly paw here to represent my 4 years as a teacher at Gilbert Elementary. And remember that once a grizzly, always a grizzly. Now, one of my best memories as an art teacher is painting with my students. Now, I went to school for painting, so it was always my favorite thing to watch the creativity that my students would bring to their paintings. I also want to add a couple of little cartoon pictures of my students, just so I can remember all their happy faces every week when we would have art. Now I'm going to go ahead and fill in little hearts all around, just because all of these are really good memories that I will carry with me to Arizona. And here is my final drawing of Texas. I am curious, what do you love about Texas? Why don't you add it inside and around your own Texas shape? Now, you could leave your drawing like this, or you can color it in if you have the time. I'm going to go ahead and try and color mine in to make it super bright, as color is my favorite element of art. I'm just going to speed through here. But I want to make sure and take careful coloring to each of my sweet students' faces. And here we go. My big old Texas memory drawing. Can't wait to see some of yours. I hope this helps. Sending love your way. Happy art making.